Hey folks, if you're like me, you're always looking for ways to save money. So today I've got a list of several ways that you can simply and practically cut $100 off your budget every month. So we're going to just jump right in. You can swap out a paid habit for a free one and save money. What do I mean? Stop going to Starbucks. If you go to Starbucks 5 days a week, only go twice a week. Brew a cup of coffee at home, folks. I buy coffee pods. I buy them in a 100 pack. They cost me 29 cents a cup of coffee. If you go to a Starbucks in my area, which is Central Florida, you're going to pay for just a cup of brewed coffee $3.15. That doesn't include tax. That's just the coffee. So if you go 3 times a week, that's over $10. 3 times a week, 4 weeks in a month, you're looking at over $40 that you're spending going to Starbucks. Brewed at home, folks. It's not that difficult. Do you like to read? We have a used bookstore that just opened up around the corner from us. The place is always packed. There's cars. You can't even get in the parking lot. That's how busy they are. A used book, paperback, cost $7.99 for a used paperback. Now, granted, at Walmart, they're probably $8 to $12 for a paperback, and I'm definitely not going to pay that. I really don't want to pay $7.99 for a paperback. But if you read, say, 2 books a month, that's $16. And you've got a library that's free, I'm sure, somewhere in your town or city. It costs you nothing to go to the library. Visit your local libraries, folks. Are you trying to get into shape? Do a little exercising? You want to get out and walk? First thing a lot of people do is they join a gym. The cheapest gym membership that I can find is $10 a month. It's not bad, but you could save that $10 a month, put it in your pocket. That's $120 a year simply by going to the park and walking. I would be willing to bet every town and every state has a park with a walking trail, probably paved or it's cushioned with mulch or rubber chips. But it's a walking trail so people can exercise for free. Get out and walk. Going to the grocery store. You've got every kind of grocery store known to man. Some I've never even heard of. But the big places like Walmart, they're discount stores. That's what they amount to. They're discount on some items. They're trying to draw you in with cheaper prices so you'll buy other things. We also have Aldi. I know they're not everywhere in the country, but Aldi is another discount store. Shop those two. You're going to get the best deal for your money just by going to Aldi or Walmart. And once you're in those stores, don't shop the national brands. Shop their store brands. Walmart's big with Great Value. Now, in the last year or two, they've come out with a lower level private label. Better Goods, I believe it is. I haven't even used it, but I still buy Great Value. Why? I can go in and buy a can of corn, Great Value, at Walmart and pay 50 cents. Or right next to it on the shelf, I can pick up Del Monte and pay $1.39. Why in the world would I want to do that? If you're still trying to stretch a dollar, buy the rotisserie chicken as you walk in the store. That's their lost leader, folks. But we buy a rotisserie chicken and we end up getting 3 meals out of it. It's a $5 chicken. 3 meals. You do the math. Another way you can save money, it's not at Walmart or Aldi, but if you go to a club store, yes, you got to pay the membership, but, figure it out. Is it worth it to you or not? But if you can buy in bulk, go to Sam's Club, go to BJ's, go to Costco, get your paper goods there. If you've got the room to store it, shop the club stores. Discounts. No, people treat it like it's a bad word. You know, you go into a restaurant. Hey, do you offer a senior discount? Sure, 10%. Great. What do I need to do? Just tell me you're a senior and you want the discount. Going to the drugstore, going to the hardware store. If they don't offer it, they're going to tell you they don't offer it. But why not save 10% every time you go out? You know? Another thing you can do to save money is shop your phone service. Cell phone service, everybody's got a cell phone service. And they'll do anything practically to get you to use their service. So we're going to get, for 1 year, we're going to give you a ridiculously low price per month. Now, at the end of that 1 year, we're going to jack it up more. But that's when you say, okay, thanks, and go looking for somebody else. How about car insurance? I shop it all the time, and I can't ever find anybody that can beat my rate. So I finally called my insurance company and said, look, you got to do something to help me out here. This is just getting ridiculous. So just because they never gave me a reason, by the end of the phone call, we cut it by $25 a month. That's over $300 a year, folks. Yeah, you got to sit down and make calls, and nobody likes to do that. But if it's going to save you money in the long run, why not? If you can not eliminate, but trim one bill a month by 10%, you're probably going to save some money. You know, in our monthly budget, I allot $150 for eating out each month, just my wife and I. So I split that up. That's 3 meals at $50 a piece, or $50 a meal, plus tip. But we never go out 3 times a month. At most, we go out twice a month. So we only spend $100 of a $150 budget. We're saving $50. Saving gas is saving money. The less gas you use, the more money you're not spending. So if you've got a lot of errands to run, and it seems like lately I'm living my life in the car. So save up all your errands or trips or whatever. If you're going to go to the grocery store, if you got to go to the post office, you got to go pick up prescriptions, save them all, do them all in one day. Most people aren't going to believe this, but if you do them early in the morning when the temperature outside is cooler, you're going to use less gas. Look it up on Google. If you just dropped, and this is a complete cut, not a trim, but I'm going to throw it in there anyways. If you drop just one streaming service, you're going to save anywhere from $10 to $12 a month. We dropped Hulu. We were paying $9.99, $10 a month. They just sent notice to us, hey, your bill's going to go up to $11.99 starting next month. No, it's not. I'm not paying you $12 a month just to watch TV. There's way too many free TV channels out there. So I saved myself $144 a month just by dropping Hulu. And I know people that have 3, 4, 5, and 6 streaming channels. If you can, and I know you can because we do it, when my wife cooks, she always makes extra because, hey, there's lunches, we don't feel like cooking, so we always have leftovers left over. So I can walk in the house one evening and she's got all these Tupperware containers sitting on the counter. I know what's for dinner, we're cleaning out the refrigerator. It's leftover night. So, you know, if you eat your leftovers instead of letting them sit in the refrigerator and go bad and then throwing them away, you're going to save anywhere from $8 to $12 a week. So let's say $10. $10 a week you're going to save just by eating one meal per week off of leftovers. $40 a month right there. You know, stretching your $100 or stretching your budget, it doesn't have to be a sacrifice. It can be simple, easy to do things that don't throw you under the bus, folks. It's easy if you just. It's like taking baby steps. Just figure on doing it once a week. Give it a try. That's all I'm asking. Give it a try and see if you don't save money. Folks, if you found this helpful, if you think you can benefit from what I've had to say, give me a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel. If nothing else, maybe share this video with friends and family members that you have that could maybe benefit from this. I hope it helps somebody. Folks, until next time, you'll take real good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you later.